Hi guys, welcome to my September wrap-up. I read 21 books, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna try to make it quick and stick around till the end of this video because there's going to be a little giveaway. First up, I'm gonna start with the classics. For the first book I read in September was my reread of The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I listened to this on audiobook. It was my third time trying to read it, and I read it because I hope that this time I will actually like it, but no, I ended up giving it 3 stars. And then I finally finished Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott, which I read as an ebook on here, and it was very long, and it took me pretty much all summer and half of September to read it. But I finally finished it, gave it 3 stars. It was good, but overall, nothing special. And this really kicked in my classics mood. So, moving on, I actually read 5 of the Penguin Little Black classics. So we've got Leonardo da Vinci by Giorgio Vasari, which includes the biographies of Leonardo da Vinci, Fra Filippo Luppi, and Sandro Botticelli. I really like Sandro Botticelli, but also Leonardo's life was fascinating. Gave this one 4 stars. Then I read The Nose by Nicolae Gogol, which has several other short stories. Contains the stories of The Nose and The Carriage, and this was a reread for me as we actually read plenty of Gogol stories in high school, and I remember liking them more in high school actually, but nevertheless ended up giving it 4 stars. Then I read The Old Nurse's Story by Elizabeth Gaskell, which I again gave 4 stars to, and this contains the Old Nurse's Story and Curious is True, and this is what made me want to read another Elizabeth Gaskell novel, and I read that as an ebook, so I read North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. Not as good as the Old Nurse's Story, I must say. Wasn't that big of a fan, and I also watched the miniseries adaptation, and I done a review which you can look up on the blog. Then back to the Little Boy classics. I read Gooseberries by Anton Chekhov. This is also a reread. I read these in high school, but I got to read them in English now. This wonderful little volume. Nothing particularly impressive this time around, 3 stars. And then A Pair of Silk Stockings by Kate Chopin, which I gave 4 stars to, and I definitely want to read some more of her stories. And then the last book I finally finished is Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray, which is actually my favorite book that I read in the month of September. I've actually started this in January of 2013. I read halfway through, and this is a 600-page book, so I read 300 pages, then abandoned it. But this time around, I found it really fascinating. I also watched the movie. The movie is slightly different to the book, but the book is so good and definitely worth the effort, and I'm looking forward to reading some more of his works. And then the last classic I read, if you can call it a full book as is William Shakespeare, The Complete Plays in One Sitting. This is a fun little volume that recaps kind of all of Shakespeare's plays. It's published by Running Press, so it's separated into sections for like histories, comedies, and tragedies. So it's split into 3 parts. And basically, I bought this in Washington when I was there last year, and basically I read this because I was trying to decide which Shakespeare I wanna read next, and I think I'm gonna go with one of his comedies, but you'll hear more about that later on this year, I expect. Yeah, so those were all the classics. Now let's move on to the nonfiction, shall we? I read 2 nonfiction books this month, and the first one is a review book that I got, and it's plain gorgeous. It is Love in the Elephant Tent: How Running Away with the Circus Brought Me Home by Kathleen Cremonesi. This is a memoir about Caitlin, the author, running away with the circus and traveling Spain and Italy and Yugoslavia with said circus. It was amazing. And then the other nonfiction book I read was Islands Beyond the Horizon: The Life of 20 of the World's Most Remote Places by Roger Lovegrove. This is a short 200 odd something page book published by Oxford University Press that I read, and this book basically really made me want to travel, not to some of these islands per se because they're really more remote and hard to get to, but I definitely want to travel and see more of the world now that I read this. Onwards to the physical fiction books that I read this one. I read Pola Duše by Vesna Dedić Milojevic, which is a book in Serbian. It's kind of in the historical background of former Yugoslavia, so I'm not gonna say much because, yeah, wasn't exactly a fan. I gave it 3 stars only. And then this is The Importance of Being Married by Gemma Townley, which is a book I did a book swap for and read it the very same day I actually did that book swap. Ended up giving it 4 stars. It's a fun little contemporary book. And yeah, I've done a video review on this one, so check that out, link below. Again, I read 3 other books, mostly of them galleys. So I've read American Dream Romance Collection by a bunch of authors. It's a collection of short romance story set in the historical background of newly emerging and powerful United States. I ended up giving it 3 stars. Then I read The Wager, which is a short little book, and then I read First Stop Love by Next Stop Love by Miranda J. Fox, which is a book originally published in German that has been translated into English and is being published in English that I got off of NetGalley and particularly a fan of. So let me show you all the books now. I mean all the ones I have, because as I said earlier, I actually don't have all of them here. So yeah, that was my recap of September. I read a lot of books, a total of 21, but most of these were really short, but also I finished some rather epic classics and my classic was really kicked off. Onwards to the giveaway. September is kind of a book anniversary because it's the first video I published was my American book haul in September last year, but before that I was doing practice journals videos since May, but I'm gonna count September as my book anniversary. And in honor of that, I want to do a little giveaway. So basically what I'm gonna do is I have this crap load of bookmarks that I love, and I also have tattoos and stuff. So I'm gonna send a couple of you guys a swag bag of these bookmarks. So what you have to do is just subscribe to this channel and tweet the link to this video tagging me. I'm at curious_daisy. Tag me and use the hashtag giveaway. So I hope that's clear, and this giveaway will end 2 weeks from now, so the 3rd week of October, one of the videos in my 3rd week of October, I'll announce the winner. So yeah, share this video, announce about the giveaway, subscribe to my channel, just comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Goodbye!